All right, let's go to Wits University now, where we find my colleague Silindelo Masikane. She's still following up on that Wits SRC protest, as well as Nehawu workers at that university. The SRC was expected to meet with officials from higher education and the Department of Higher Education Department, rather, as well as NSFIS. And I wonder if this has happened. Slee, I see there are people there behind you. Is this the meeting taking place, or has this not happened?
Not at this stage, from what we understand. It is around just after lunchtime here at the Great Hall, the Piazza, and once more, as we've seen over the past couple of days, we've got protesting students who are joined by workers affiliated to Nehawu, who are in solidarity with their plight. They've been supporting each other over the past couple of days in terms of some of the issues that they've raised with management at the university. Earlier on, what we had seen actually, despite the fact that morale seems to be low amongst the students following the suspension of their SRC president Aphiwe, it does seem as though they've regrouped, and they were doing the rounds in and around the campus, in particular West Campus, where it seems as though they were playing a bit of a hide and seek with security personnel on campus, where they were, going to certain buildings. Once they get there, they quickly rush off, while security personnel is trying to, guard these buildings. Now, security has been heightened inside Wits University, and once more we have a very large contingent in front of the Great Hall on campus, on East Campus. We had an opportunity to speak to the Wits spokesperson with regards to what has been unfolding over the past couple of days, and the university does seem to believe that they've come to the party when it comes to trying to negotiate the demands by students, but also saying that that issue of historical debt is one that needs a bigger conversation, and that the university alone cannot absorb some 1 billion rand in historical debt, saying that this needs the assistance of government and stakeholders to come together in terms of finding a way around the issue of historical debt. Also saying that they've actually tried to address the issue of accommodation, and that they are still willing to come to the table with the student representatives. Let's take a listen.
Yesterday, Mr. Aphiwe was suspended. So these are not hearings. What happens is you get a letter or notice which says this is a notice for you to appear before a Deputy Vice Chancellor, and this is where they say these are the charges we have against you, and you basically and they notify you, and you can make representations. The actual disciplinary process only follows thereafter, and the actual hearings only come later. But you have to come to this first one to make your representation, to say yes, that is me, or no, this isn't me, or I refute these charges, or whatever it is. And they didn't pitch on Friday, they didn't pitch yesterday. Yesterday, the first notice said that they had to be there at around 2 o'clock, and Aphiwe didn't appear. They then postponed it to 5 o'clock. He still didn't come at 5 o'clock, and it was issued thereafter. Yeah. We aren't suspending people for protesting, and I know that came out last night. We'll never suspend anyone for peaceful protest. If there's a peaceful protest out here on the piazza, by all means. It's only when students are disrupting lectures, destroying property, or preventing people from doing their work, or coming in and out of the gates, that's when you get suspended. So that's the one. So it's not for peaceful protest. What we can't do is write off 1.1 billion rand in debt, and that's really where we are at the moment. 1.1 billion rand is owing to this institution. If we continue to, and what the SRC is saying, we would like you to enroll and register everybody who's ever been at Wits who owes the university debt. If we do that and go back, say from 2015 to all those that is 1.1 billion rand. We can't do that. Yeah.
And Slee, what has been the response from SRC?
Well, the response essentially from the SRC is that they're going to continue with their protest action. They're resolute in terms of their 13 demands being addressed, saying that the university essentially essentially is negotiating in bad faith. And yes, morale might be low at this point, but with or without their SRC president, they're going to continue with their protest action, and they are hoping to be able to meet with officials from NSFAS as well as government to try and find a solution as soon as possible. Let's take a listen.
Currently, the morale is quite low. I think you can also see. I think it's mainly because our president was also suspended last night, and the manner of which his letter was released to the public, which was quite a low blow from the institution. So the morale is quite low, but we just had a meeting right now with all political structures, all clubs and societies and organizations, and we're still continuing with or without a PW. The protest will continue and students will register.
All right, senior reporter Silindelo Masikane live for us from Wits University. Let's leave it there for now.